Today I wanted to talk about the Survivor and Wander crates in PUBG. Now, if you're subscribed to my channel for stock videos, this is the Steam market and you can make money on it. If you don't know what this is at all, then this is probably not for you, but I do have a video on my channel talking about some of the basics, Steam, how to make money, something like that. Go find it. But for those of you who are familiar with what this is and are interested, I wanted to talk more about the Survivor and Wander crates. So since my last video, I have sold off all of my Gamescom crates and I have converted them to Wanderer crates. I will explain why. Give me a second, but yeah, I will explain why, but I want to first do a few other things. So I started selling them off around right here, pretty much around at their peak, and I finished over here at December 7th. And the reason why it took me so long to upload this video is because I actually wanted to add more money to what I got from selling these crates. I had about 1,500 of these crates. I got a lot of money from selling them, and I wanted to add even more money because I think there's a very good opportunity to make money on Steam right now, and I'm going to be putting my money on it. I'm going to be putting my money where my mouth is. So that's what I'm doing. I sold them off, and then to actually get extra money into the Steam wallet, I had to sell some stocks. I had to wait for them to clear. Then I had to wait for the broker to transfer it to my bank account. Then I had to wait for the bank account to send it to the PayPal account. Then I had to get it from PayPal to OP Skins, and then I actually had to buy everything, which took a while. So that's why this video is coming out pretty late, but in the future it will be in a more timely manner. So just throwing that out there. So when these crates get discontinued, so the 1.0 version of the game is coming out this Wednesday, and these crates should be discontinued when the 1.0 version comes out. Some people believe that they will not get discontinued. I disagree. I think that they will get discontinued. But that is speculation for you. I think that they will get discontinued because I see no reason for these to remain in the game. So that's that. So if they don't get discontinued, obviously I'm gonna probably lose a lot of money. Why? These went down for some reason. If they don't get discontinued, If they don't get discontinued, I'm gonna lose a lot of money. Anyways, one of the biggest rumors that's been going around the CSGO market forum, which is where people talk about this, is that because there are two new keys that were data mined, so these are the keys that got data mined, people believe that these will get locked when the 1.0 version comes out. These crates, why is it doing this? These crates are not going to get locked. Let me refresh. I don't know why it's doing this. When the 1.0 version comes out, these crates are not going to get locked. In order for these crates to get locked, if they were to get locked, these crates would lose all of their value. So if they actually put a $2.50 price on opening these crates, right now it's free, but if they actually put a key on these and they put a lock and key, these would lose all of their value. So that would be the equivalent of deleting them from the game. And if they actually deleted these from the game, a lot of people would be mad. Somebody would get sued because you'd be deleting value from the game. You would be throwing away people's money. People paid for these and they have the right to keep them as they are. And Bluehole would actually lose a lot of money as well. So Bluehole makes money every single time that one of these are sold. They get the fee that you pay on Steam, part of that money goes to Bluehole, the company that's making PUBG right now. If they decided to put a key on these crates, they would be basically, first of all, they would be deleting them from the game, which would make a lot of people mad, and a lot of people would never buy PUBG items again. And because that would be the case, they would be losing probably hundreds of millions of dollars in potential revenue. So if somebody at Bluehole was actually incompetent enough to put keys onto these crates, even if they could do that, I don't even know if they could do that. But if somehow that was done, it would hurt the company massively because people would be very unconfident buying the actual items from the game, and because of that, the game would end up losing a lot of money, a lot of potential money. So that's not going to happen. Just trust me, it's not going to happen. Putting keys on these would essentially be theft. They would get sued, and there would be a giant community outrage. So it's not going to happen. Moving on. So these were the keys that got data mined. They also data mined a few new crates. The data mining is pretty interesting because I don't think it's very accurate. I don't think that what came out is very accurate. So these are the skins that were data mined for the biker crates. So this is the biker crates. These were the skins that were data mined, and they are the exact same skins that got released in the Xbox version of this game. So this game is released on Xbox, and you can get the biker crate, which, by the way, it looks a little bit different than this crate, interestingly enough. So this one has a different logo than the Xbox version, but they got released on the Xbox version, and these are the skins. Now the Xbox version doesn't really matter for Blue Hole because they don't make money off the skins, so they don't really care that much about them. The PC version, it does matter. They're going to make a lot of money from this, probably hundreds of millions of dollars they're going to be making from these keys, crates and keys. And because of that, there's an interesting scenario here. So in the Xbox version, they added this padded jacket and the gas mask into the crate. These already exist in the PC version of the game. So the gas mask, for example, it was selling at about $1. When these data mine skins were released, the data mine crates, people started selling off the gas mask. So there was a massive drop, and it's dropped even more since. So there was about a 50% drop because people believe that these gas masks are going to be in the new crates. I don't think that's the case. I just don't think that the developers who have spent tons of time developing a new map, developing new code, implementing so many new things within the game, I don't think that they're going to be lazy enough, or I just think that it would be extremely lazy and extremely just stupid for them to just copy and paste skins into the new crates. They're going to be making a bunch of money off of this. I don't think that it takes them that long to make one of these in-game items, and the idea that they're just going to copy and paste it into the new crates, I just don't buy it. So I think that this was only the Xbox version. I think the PC version is going to be a little bit different, and I think that what was data mined is not very accurately representative of the PC version. So the stuff that you see here, it's probably, the new stuff is probably going to be in the PC version. The old stuff, I don't think it will be. I think they're going to make adjustments. And the fact that this crate is unlocked in the picture, so it doesn't have a lock on it, does not mean that they're going to be free, because this might have been just a model that they put out there for Xbox. They might have a free version of, they might still have free crates in the 1.0 version. Even if they have free crates in the 1.0 version, I don't think that it will completely kill off these two. I think that they will still go up in price, but we'll see as time goes by. So that's going to be happening. There's no way of knowing if there's going to be new crates or if there's not going to be new crates. There's two keys. The reason why there's two keys, for those of you who don't know, is they have a Desperado key and then they have a master key. The master key is going to be opening all crates that are non-tournament related, or at least that's my assumption. So the Desperado key is going to be specifically for a tournament that's going to be coming up. And for example, the Gamescom crate, this crate was specifically released to finance a tournament. The money, the profit that they received from this crate went to the prize pool of the tournament that they had, the Gamescom Invitational. And the reason why they have specific crates and specific keys for individual, oh yeah, by the way, I could have just gotten rid of that this way. The reason why they have specific crates and specific keys is similar to why CSGO does it. So CSGO has different keys and different crates. So if we go to CSGO, CSGO has different crates and different keys for every single crate because the items inside the crate are created by individual people in the community. So whenever somebody buys a key for CSGO, the money that's generated from the sale of a key goes directly to the people who helped develop the items that are inside the crate. And if they just had a general key to open every single crate, then every time that somebody bought a key, they would have to wait for somebody to actually open a crate before they could give the money to the people who made the skins that are inside the crate. And if the key is bought but it's never used on an actual crate, then the money can't go anywhere if there's no specific key. So the specific keys exist so that the money from the sale of them can be specifically used for certain purposes. So in for CSGO, this purpose is giving money to the people who actually made the items inside the crates. For PUBG, it's going to be the tournaments. So they're going to be having this Desperado crate. The profits from it, the proceeds, at least part of the proceeds, are going to go to the tournament that they're going to be hosting in, I assume, January or whenever. I don't know. That's why they had two crates. So whether or not they're going to have a free crate, I don't know, but they're going to be having at least two different ones. And yeah, they're going to be having regular ones and then tournament related ones. So that's that. Also, something that I don't think a lot of people consider is they might add a system similar to CSGO where you don't simply open a crate and just get an item, but when it does that little spinny thing, like CSGO crates, they spin, it's kind of like a lotto machine. They might add some sort of an animation to it, which would actually greatly boost up their price because people like that. People like the gambling aspect of opening these crates. So they might do that. We'll see. Okay, that's for the most part everything that I wanted to say. Now to get on to why I actually bought Wanderer crates instead of Survivor crates. Originally, I thought that the Survivor crates were going to be more valuable than the Wanderer crates because the items inside of them are more desirable. So the Survivor crates have all of those coats and the codes are more desirable than the stuff in the Wonder Crates. The Wonder Crates does have this one, the top 2 expensive items in it are the only items that are really worthwhile. Everything else is just mediocre. But if you do the math on these, if you actually go to the percentages, the drop percentages, you find those, and you calculate the value of the items times their percentage chance of dropping, you can get an average return rate per crate, right? So you do the Wonder Crates, you do the Survivor Crates, you will get an average monetary return rate per crate. So I only did the top 3 items right here. These 3, the red, purple, and blue, because I don't think the bottom ones matter. I only did these 3, and if you were to spend $1 on Survivor Crates and $1 on Wonder Crates, you get back roughly the same value for both crates. So in other words, this crate, the items in this crate are not on average worth more than this crate. On average, these 2 will give you the same amount of reward whenever you open them. So the fact that this one is about 50% more expensive is unjustified. The only reason that why it's 50% more expensive is because people want the coats inside of it more, and that's it. Once we get new items, and once there's going to be a bunch more jackets and coats, so these aren't all the skins, but there were a bunch of new jackets and coats. You can go find them somewhere. Actually, I think they're in here. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a bunch of new jackets, so those coats are probably going to go down a little bit in price, and I think the Wonder Crates are going to be better. Now, what is probably going to be happening is, since people believe that these are going to be more expensive, and since people have been buying these at a greater rate than these 2, by the way, they drop at 50% rate each. So there's an equal amount of them in existence, roughly. But people have been buying these a little bit more. So you can see little spikes when people have been trying to invest into them unsuccessfully, while these, no spikes, because nobody's really investing into them. So what I think will happen is, initially these will go up a little bit more than these because people will be buying more of them. But over the long run, as people start selling them off, it will reverse. These will start going down more as people start selling them off, or at least they won't go up as much than these. So I think that in the long run, which is probably what I'm going to be doing, holding these for the long run, these crates are going to be better. 1 second, I'm trying to, okay. My microphone almost fell out. But yeah, I think these are going to be better, which is why I bought them. Basically, these offer less risk. So if something does go wrong, I think that these will not go down as much as these. And just overall, I think that the Wonder Crates are a safer investment, or just a safer gamble, speculation, whatever you want to call it. And I bought these. Normally, I would do like a 70-30 split maybe, but now I just decided I'm going to go all in on these because there's significantly less risk to them, and they're just significantly cheaper than the other ones. I don't see any reason to buy these, which are almost 50% more expensive than these, when the value inside of them is roughly the same. I don't see any point. So I'm not going to. Also, I think that people are more likely to open these. Oh yeah, by the way, there's a good amount of people out there that believe that there's too many of these in existence in order to be able to make money off of them. I actually disagree with that. Because these are free, I think that there are significantly less of them in existence than people believe. So whenever people get these in the game, I think that most people open them. The reason why Gamescom has, well, the thing about Gamescom invitational crates is you actually have to spend money to open them. And despite the fact that you actually have to spend money to open them, which means that less people open them, they still went up, right? These, you don't actually have to spend money to open them. So you can open them right away, and a lot more people open them as a result. Some people sell them on the market, and some don't. But I think that there's significantly less people storing these, and I think that the majority of them are opened up. Also, something that I haven't seen anybody just say. Gamescom crate, 75,000 on the market at $6.85 a piece. Let's round that up to 7. You need a key to open these, so it's even more than that, but let's round that up to 7. So that's about what? 7, including the key, that's close to $700,000, right? Including the key. So including the key, the price of the key to actually open a crate right now, you wouldn't have to spend $700,000 to destroy all of the crates that are on the market. That's at the base price, by the way, right? So you multiply the price times the quantity on the market, and I mean, it's an escalating thing, so not all of these are at $7, but you get the point. There's $700,000 worth of these crates with the key, because you have to actually buy a key to open them. These, they're significantly less. So when Gamescom crates were getting disconnected, I mean, you had days where they sold 211,000 of these sold for $2 a piece. That's $400,000 traded in Gamescom crates in one day. If $400,000 were traded in Wander crates in a single day, I mean, they would fly up in price significantly. There's only about 200,000 of these in the market, and they're starting at 46 cents. Even if they go up to $1 and 400,000 of these gets traded in a day, they're going to go up in price significantly. Like in terms of just pure monetary value, the amount of money that you would have to spend to destroy these, in other words, open them, Gamescom are significantly more expensive, and they went up in price regardless. So the fact that there's more of these in existence, I don't think it matters that much. And I don't think that there's that many of them in existence. I think people are making a big mistake. I think that people are being misled. So because of that, I just bought the cheapest ones. Another reason why I bought the cheaper ones. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that's valuable information. I haven't seen anybody analyze them this way, so I don't think anybody does that, but yeah. And that's it. I actually have not finished buying all of them up. I still have a little bit of money in my OP Skins account, so we'll be doing that. I'm waiting for them to drop, so this Sunday is the last time that they are going to get refreshed, and when they get refreshed, there's going to be a little bit more of a flood of them into the market. If they start going up on Sunday, I'm instantly going to spend all of my money, all of my remaining money, buying them up. If they continue dropping, I'm slowly going to continue buying them out until Wednesday. So Wednesday we're going to be seeing whether or not these go up in price. We're going to be seeing how the new crates are going to be introduced into the game, and whether or not there's going to be free ones. I really hope that there's no free ones, because if there's no free ones, these are going to be amazing investments if there's no free ones. You could also make money, by the way, if you're interested. These gas masks and the padded jackets, they're probably not going to be in the new crates. I don't see why they would do that. If you want to take a gamble, you could buy a bunch of these. They're down over 50% since they got revealed. So if you want to buy them, if you want to buy a bunch of them right before the new crates get released, you could. And when they get released and people see that, oh, these are not inside the new crates, these might go up again. They probably will go up again. So you could do that as well if you're interested. But hopefully this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Hopefully these videos are not too long. There's a lot of things that I wanted to say. I spent a lot of time thinking about this because I have a lot of money at stake here. But yeah, so let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to answer them, and that's it.